So really, we got to do a bit of workout, you know. We got to keep our body strong because it's the foundation. Speaking of which, foundation, it's important to understand. The cycle that we're in. And people want to often jump ahead straight to some, spiritual level or some, kind of imaginary concept of spirituality that has no, first you got to consider what you need to sustain your physical body as a foundation for higher growth, and also understand the function of the higher growth and how that supports the physical, because the tendency of human beings, which we are quite emotional, and because we use the language center of our brain, and that's quite developed in this species. So we end up making an internal map of reality, and we start to, because of that, we have a difficult time accepting our yin and yang, all the components of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so to speak. But the ugly, it's not necessarily a ultimately bad thing. It's something that needs to be regulated. Every part needs to be regulated. So most obvious example is sexuality, human sexuality. People will always, very often, not always, it's like Taoist sexuality. Taoist sexual practices have a certain, some of them are a little bit, maybe, not extreme, but maybe, difficult for people to wrap their head around. But basically, we need to procreate. We need to use our physical foundation, our blood, our body, our muscles, our organs, our genetic, our reproductive function. I'm a man, so I have my masculine energy, which I need to cultivate in the right way, in a balanced way, so that I can be suitable to breed with. Basically, let's be honest. There has to be a man has to has a certain function, a certain role that if you understand that, and if you regulate that in a good way, then your masculine energy is cultivated in a very attractive way, and becomes very attractive. It becomes very obvious that this is a good person to breed with, to produce the next generation with. So it's important to have some understanding of that. And everyone has their ideology, let's say, or their what they interpret as what they should or shouldn't do, or what they feel as a result of their energy, frequency, and vibration at that particular time. So that about who they should have sex with and for what reasons and what parameters need to be in place before that should or shouldn't happen. So we have to respect everyone's system. But let's be real about the human race. If we want to at least continue to procreate naturally in some capacity, so perhaps there's some people that they can't accept this their sexual nature. They feel disgusted by what they actually feel attracted to. So men and women, like if a man, like I went through this, I felt attracted and drawn to certain things that perhaps I shouldn't have, that after I kind of masturbated about that or fantasized about that, and then or had sex with a certain person for a certain reason, and then I looked back and I thought, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I'm so disgusting. I don't like that part of myself. I better have rules and things in place so that only good can only so that there will only be holy, divine sex, and that I won't misabuse it. Oh, I have to make sure I control myself, and like that kind of thing. That's very typical in for religious people to develop that type of thing. So it's up to you what you want to do. It's your free will. But I guess for me, I would like to be part of the continuation of a natural human race, producing a natural next generation, and embodying qualities and developing strengths, and cultivating myself in a way that is congruent with creating a superior next offspring that can be take even more factors into account than this one did, and help to smooth out the kinks of the difficulties of the human condition, and to continue to live, find ways to live in balance in this universe. So that's what it is in our as human beings, and so there's a lot of other things out there that ideas, thought forms, that promote the idea that you should feel disgusted about a certain part of yourself that has a certain desire. Really, the only sexual desire or sexual urge or temptation that you should avoid is just the obvious sexual misconduct. Okay, the obvious sexual misconduct. Every human being knows what this is. What is sexual misconduct? This is pedophilia. This is rape. This is coercion. This is manipulation. All these negative things. Okay. Yeah. So I've got to keep my body strong. So yeah, got to do workout.